Good morning, guys. Right in front of you on the left side of the picture is the RVing lifestyle dream. They got them a nice motor home. It's a whole family or two, and there's like three or four kids, two couples, and yeah, they were cooking outside this morning on a grill. They got all the perfect folding chairs, and what can I say, guys? That's the dream right there. So now we will leave this RV park and go to Taos on Highway 522. And yeah, this RV park is packed. I got to clean the dust off the window. And probably made it worse, but we did something. Anyway, we're going to go into the sun for just a second, then we'll turn right and go the other direction. But yeah, this is called Sierra Hermosa RV Park, Questa, New Mexico. $450 a month, $200 a week plus electricity. A hell of a deal for this area of New Mexico. Taos is about 30 minutes to the right here, as you'll see. And this is part of the Enchanted Circle Drive that goes on around to Red River, Eagle Nest, Angel Fire, and then back to Taos. About a 2-hour drive, but we're going, right now we're going southwest, and we're headed to Taos, if I get out here in the road. Yeah, and whenever you leave that RV park, if you're towing or driving a motorhome, this hill right here, you got to get a good run at it. I'm telling you, because this hill goes up and up and up and up and up and up, you know. I'll turn that over a little bit like that. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Right now it shows to be 65 degrees. It's about 8:45 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, it's a pretty drive. This road is not the smoothest road in the world, but it'll do. At least it's paved. And I'm hanging on 60 miles an hour, show 337 miles of range in my electric vehicle. So we're good. I've just been charging the EV, electric vehicle. See, that's what you say if you're, when you get good at it, you call them EVs. Like they call Red River up here. If you live there, you're local. It's called Red. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I got the towel on the dash, so we did good there. Yeah, but this hill just goes on and on and on. Jeez. I remember, man, towing an RV. Yeah, I would thank that guy that left the tip the other day in comment call about the shifter, on the Class C motorhome I have, the 3500 Express chassis. Yeah, you can do the manual transmission. I never read that, didn't know it. Sure will come in handy for going down grades. See, but like this one, this downhill here, you want to pick up speed. You want to go coasting down this side. Why? Well, because you can get a run at that other hill coming up. And I don't use the cruise control in areas like this on my RV. I do it on my car, but on the RV I don't, because it's much more economical to just use your foot and do it that way. You know what I mean? The old-fashioned way. Yeah, man, it's been good so far. This is I don't know when this will come up. This will probably be 3 or 4 days, but doesn't matter. I've been here a few days now at the RV park, and so far so good. No barking dogs, no loud music. For it's a crowded RV park. I mean, it's packed. I think they got about 60 spots, and they're all taken, every one of them. So I know I've said that in other videos. I'll say it again now. Why? Because I want to. But I got my snack, got my green tea. Going to go this way. This will be part of the Enchanted Circle Drive that goes, well, you could say from Taos to Questa or Questa to Taos. Either way, same thing. This is Highway 522. Takes about 30 minutes. And it's on the left-hand side, way up there, uh, you have mountains, and on the right side you got desert and a few little mountains out there, but not much, mostly just high desert. Yeah, nearby here, whenever you leave Taos going towards Las Vegas, New Mexico, that's part of the old Santa Fe Trail. How are we doing here? I think we're doing fine, fine, fine. Turn the fan up just a touch. Have you ever been in a cockpit of an airplane and you see the pilot doing all kind of cute stuff with little knobs and crap, and you're going, man, I'll never learn all this. Well, some of it is like, cooling. It's like either adding a little heat or a little cooling, and turning a fan up or down. It's pretty simple stuff, but it looks really important when you're in an airplane. No, you wanted to know that. But anyway, we'll just we're going to let this go, I guess, till I get to Taos, since we have such a great view in front of us. That pickup shows 19 miles to Taos and 89 miles to Santa Fe from right here. And this is another good hill. The bad thing about some of these hills is right at the bottom will be a little town, and the speed limit will be 25 miles an hour. You know what I mean? That ain't going to work. But there's not on this hill. On this hill, you can kind of let the dog hunt. Because, see, you got another little hill coming up down there. And when you drive an RV for a while in the mountains, you start to become really aware of things like that. I'm kind of glad this guy's in front of me. He gives me an excuse for going really slow. Well, not really slow. We're going 52, but I think the speed limit is 65. And this stretch of road right here, 522, be careful. Yeah, they patrol this little booger here. No guy in that pickup ain't sure which lane he wants to be in. Keep moving over. Must have been a hell of a party last night. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to Taos. I want to go to Smith's Grocery. I don't really need anything. I just want to pick up a couple of items while I'm in Taos to justify the trip, and then go do the square and go, and then I may go out to Rio Grande Gorge while I'm here. It's beautiful, man. This whole area, man. Being here a week may not have been enough, because this is already the third day and I ain't got anything done hardly. So anyway, I just leave it open-ended. I put up $450 and I'll use whatever I use. Either I use all of it or most of it. Well, if I stayed, say, 22 days, that'd be roughly $20 a day. That's 3 weeks. That's pretty cheap, man. Not complaining. Do I have any plans when I leave here? Not really. Not yet. I got some thoughts, but I haven't made any reservations or really checked on anything. Why? Well, because wherever you are, be there, Now he's gone from 51 miles an hour to 62. He's my cruise control. But it is pretty, well, unfortunately you can't see off to the right, and I shouldn't be really looking there, but I am every now and then. Because off to the right, on 64, on down here, you can turn right on 64, I believe it's 64. And that's where you go out to the Earth ships and the Rio Grande Gorge, and it's only a few miles, it's not very far. And the Rio Grande Gorge, I've walked out there on that bridge and looked down at the gorge many times, and I tell you, man, the older I get, jeez, here it is, speed limit 45. So I guess I better slow down, don't I? Pickup ain't slowing down. That's what I mean. You come into these towns in an RV coming down the mountain, and 45. I don't know, does it slow down here? I think it does. I think they slow it down a little more. But if you're coming from Colorado, this is the way you'd come into Taos on 522, and this is what you'd see. Isn't that exciting? Does every video have to be exciting? No, it doesn't. It just has to be real, you know? And I'm glad, thank goodness, I never took up the habit of music in my videos, because there's a couple that are sailing, and I would love to watch their videos and enjoy them, but unfortunately the music they play is crap to me. Now to them, I know it's just lovely, you know, that they're just very proud that they were able to get it in there and not be demonetized. But yeah, so anyway, enough said about that. Let's cruise on, Rusty, cruise on. Just a cruising. Yes, it's okay. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, there's campgrounds out here, a national forest campgrounds, both sides of the road here. I've stayed in a few of them, and yeah, that sign there says Enchanted Circle. What have I been calling it? Enchanted something else? Well, we'll call it Enchanted Circle if I can remember. Come over this hill's nice view. It's just the flavor of life to me, you know. This just adds flavor, because, you know, what else would I be doing? You know, there's a hot air, is that a hot air balloon? No, is that a hot air balloon? There's a hot air balloon off to the right. They have hot air balloon rides here. I think they're like $80 a person. Yeah, days like this where it's dead calm, away you go. I don't believe I want to do that. They've had a few incidents, and I don't need to. This is an adventure to me right here. Will I continue to do this? Sure I will. As long as I can do this. You know, I was thinking about that this morning when I was out walking. I know it's scary when I start thinking and walking, but I thought, well, you know, at some point, you know, it may be a little bit much driving the Class C and hooking up the car and being sure everything's done, because if you miss one step, you can have some issues. And so I may at some point get a really long range car of some kind, an EV. You know, by the time I get ready to do it, hell, I might be able to do it in my car. Questa and Taos are about the same elevation. The major difference is Taos is a real tourist attraction because of the arts and stuff, and also because they've got a really neat area downtown, the square, where you can go shopping and stuff. You know, I saw a blip on one of my news sources that they were doing some remodeling on the square and it was closed. I'm thinking, is it closed now, or are they going to close it in the future? You know, and if so, my question would be, why would you want to close the whole square? You know, just do it a piece at a time, maybe, because that's your major attraction in Taos. Also, I talked to a girl yesterday that lives in Red River, has a business there, and I asked her about the motorcycle incident, or the motorcycle gang incident, and she said, well, you know, that was a kind of a big mistake on a lot of people's part, because they had been warned, or the law enforcement had been put on notice by the Texas Rangers that these guys were coming to their area, and that there was kind of a running argument, hard feelings, and they may have some problems if these two groups got together, and sure enough, it happened. But now, you know, that event's been going on for, I don't know, 30 plus years. The motorcycle rally in Red River on uh, what was that, Memorial Day, I guess, and Memorial Day weekend, and one of the solutions that she mentioned that I was not even aware of is have the gangs strike their colors, when they come into town. In other words, don't be wearing their stuff, because, those gangs will go to war over an emblem, what I mean? Well, of course, we do it too. We call it a flag. But, they'll do that. And so if they take their macho off and leave it somewhere, then that reduces the chance of an incident. What's that got to do with Enchanted Circle Drive? No, nothing. I just happened to think of it. You realize when we left Questa, the sun was behind us, right? Did the sun move? I mean, now it's right in front of you. Yo! But that goes to tell you now, whenever you're driving in the mountains, can you get turned around? Hell, in a heartbeat. I'm telling you, you'll think you're going north and you'll be going due south. We're not far from Taos right now, I don't think. Well, I don't see it. But off to the right, well, you see that off to the right there now and left now. It's just high desert, that's creosote plants and high desert. And then farther off, way to the left, you've got mountains. And over there also is the Taos ski resort, or ski Taos, or whatever they call it. They have places out there you can rent in the summers that are pretty reasonable. The reason I didn't rent something out there is because it's too far from the downtown area. And if I'm going to rent something, might as well rent something where I can just walk to the square and little shops and stuff and grocery store. And I did that one time, 2 times actually. I stayed off, I think the name of the street was Kit Carson Boulevard, or Kit Carson. I don't know, that may be the main drag, I don't know. Been a while, been a lot of dead brain cells between now and then. That guy's from Colorado. I've gotten pretty good at identifying state license plates being out here on the road. Arizona's an easy one. New Mexico's easy. Texas is easy. South Dakota, it's hard to read. New York is a strange color. It's kind of a blue and yellow, and it just looks funny. I mean, it's not a real pretty license plate. Well, probably the prettiest one is Arizona's kind of neat. Colorado's got a little mountain. New Mexico's okay. Depends on which color you get. Yeah, you got 3 choices of colors in New Mexico for a license plate. Here comes old Dudley Do Right. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Nope. It ain't. Remember the cartoons, Dudley Do Right? The Canadian Mountie? If you can picture him in your mind, remember his chin? How his chin stuck out? God damn. Memories are haunting me, boy. And Rocky and Bullwinkle and all that stuff. There was one they did, Rocky and Bullwinkle, where Bullwinkle got picked by a college to be a kicker, I think. How he got picked, I don't have a clue. But anyway, the name of the school he went to was, or the university was Wasamatta U. That was funny as hell. You'd have to watch the deal, because in there is the college board of directors, or whatever they call them, the people that run the university, were having a meeting, and they were going to close the science department and add that money to the football team. Is that true? Probably. Or build a stadium. They got a stadium in Texas. Well, they got two of them actually. One is in Austin, and the other one's at College Station. I mean, come on, guys. Is college football big business? Yeah, we're coming into Taos now, or the outskirts of Taos. So it's taken us 20 minutes to get here, which is not bad. It's a pleasant drive. The traffic's not horrible. It's not great. Certainly more than most roads I travel on. Speed limit change is pretty quick to 45. Now you got to be careful out here, man, because there's so many little old towns that don't even look like town. You know what I mean? Now you come over a hill and the speed limit drops to 25. Does that happen in Texas? Hell, probably. I don't know. I just haven't been there yet. Okay, what does it say now? See, right at this red light, if you take a right here and go down about, I don't know, less than a quarter of a mile, there's a street there called Blueberry Hill. Follow that over till it intersects another street and turn right. That's 240, and it'll take you around all the way around Taos to Highway 64, I think. Is it 64? No, 83 maybe. Now, whenever we get past this red light, we're on 64 going through Taos. You go to the right, you're on 64 going west. And that takes you to the Earthships and Rio Grande Gorge. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that a beautiful view? Notice he hadn't got any license plates and no covers on his tail lights. He just got the lights. Well, you're not required to have an inspection sticker in New Mexico. And Texas just dropped it starting next year. And on we go. I'm debating on whether I want to go right down through the square, or I mean right straight in, or there's a little road off to the right. Here's somebody. What's he doing? Has he got a sign that says "We'll work for nothing"? Come on in, car. I'll let you in because I'm tired of looking at this guy in front of me. Okay, this is the first gas station, and gasoline here shows, wow, $3.35 a gallon. Damn, I sure wouldn't have expected that. For regular unleaded, $3.35. Diesel was $3.68. How about that? Pretty reasonable. It may not be too crowded this early in the morning, so we may go straight on in. I'll show you where there's a kind of a little semi-shortcut around the square. If you ever come this way and you're going to downtown Taos to go to the square, it'll take you to some better parking, and it's much less traffic, usually. Taos, New Mexico. Well, this might be a little outskirt town, but we're going to call it Taos. This is July the, 3rd? Yeah, this is a Monday. This will probably come up on Friday or something. It's a little early in the morning for the tourists yet, because see, the shops don't usually open till 10, and that's what brings the tourists out. Right now they're nursing hangovers and stuff. Our range dropped from, what did we say, 3 something? What's 317 now? So we did okay. Oh, that's good. Damaged guardrail ahead. Do they have to have a sign that tells me that? Do I need to know that that guardrail on the right-hand side is damaged? Huh? I don't think so. Now, if they're working on it, that's different. Yeah, that's another little community out there that we just drove through. But to me, it's all part of Taos because you really don't know where one ends and another one begins, or at least I don't. Taos is not really a big town. I don't know what the population is. Maybe I can find out for you because I think I've got a signal here. Find out right quick if I do. What's the population of Taos, New Mexico? Well, apparently I don't have a signal here. Oh, that's weird. See, let me tell you that there's something. I'm going to turn my phone off and back on. Restart. Because sometimes that'll do it. I don't know what it is, man. But visible, cheap. It's cheap, but you get what you pay for. And but it'll work on 4G and 5G. If it's 3G or what in that range, it won't work. I had the same problem when I was in where was I? Eagle Nest. Now this is all part of Taos, I believe, right here. There's a good breakfast place here on the right. Is that it there? Back behind me? Not the liquor store, guys. Forget the liquor store. Temperature, where is it? Right there, 72. Not bad. We can deal with that. If you go left here, you go out to the Taos Pueblo. Well, let's see, gasoline there's $3.41. So it's still cheaper by 16 cents than Questa. The Taos Pueblo is a really neat place. I've been out there. It's a fee deal. You got to pay a fee to get in. But it's probably worth it because they've got all the old adobe stuff from way back when. It's pretty damn interesting. And in Taos, of course, I'm not an artsy person. I know I'm not a connoisseur of fine art. I'm an out of the sewer of fine art. So we're just going to go straight on through town. Hell, why not? Old guy from Africa. Carried that box on his head. He was in Kenya on vacation one day too long. Okay, so here we are. We're getting close. See, if you right here, actually, if you take a right at this intersection, now what would be your key here? I don't know. I'll see if I can give you the name of the street. Because if you take a right here, it kind of winds around and it gets you right where you want to go downtown. It's called Camino de la Placita. And we are on paved street. Yeah, it didn't look like there's that much traffic, so I'm just going to go straight on because I want to go to Smith's Grocery because I re-upped my membership. I got it activated again. Because see what they do, they have two prices in that store. You go in there, if you're a member of the Smith's Club or whatever they call it, you get this price. If you're a visitor just passing through, you're getting nailed. It's $3.49 there. Well, hell, that's interesting. Way out of town is cheap. There's a little city park up here on the left called Carson something. Kit Carson Park or something. Anyway, it's a good little place. I went there and went walking. They have a walking track. Pretty neat. Not sure if that lady's walking that dog or that dog's walking that lady. Yeah, we're getting it. This is right. We're right in the downtown. Now, off to the left right here goes to the Kit Carson Park. Yep. It's a neat place. You know, they have all kind of events there. Don't you love all it? I'm just stuttering. I want to say so much. But I just love all of this Adobe, you know, the New Mexico look, if you want to call it that. Well, yeah, we're just right off to the right is the whole square area. But at this intersection right here, if you go right down on the square here. Well, actually, that goes to that place to get coffee, but at the red light, if you turn right, that goes right around the square. Can you drive around the square? I used to. Yeah, we'll see the square in a video. I'll walk around there. We've done it before, but we haven't done it today. And Smith's Grocery is right up here on the right, not very far. See, if I'd have taken that other street, back there and took a right, I'd have come out right here where that pickup is, right there. Yeah, they got a little destruction going on, huh? I'm glad I came this way because now I know I don't want to come through here in my RV. Not with construction and tourists. This is it right here. Well, fortunately, they don't have any parking spots. Hey, are y'all busy today, guys? I was trying to see what the price of gas was here at Smith's. They're usually one of the cheapest ones. But we'll park right here. Why are we going to park here? Well, because I like parking out here and for no other reason. Anyway, guys, from Smith's Grocery Store in Taos, New Mexico, on a beautiful day, this is me saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link if you want to fool with it. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind and enjoy your life. And if you ever come to Taos and you need groceries and gasoline and you got a membership, come to Smith's. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.